Protect your XRP at all costs, guys. This comes from the highest order. It's over. It's truly game over. As soon as I read this, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. The Rothschilds are sounding the alarm on blockchain technology. It's over, guys. Right, and this is a real document. So we got here Rothschild and Co. Asset Management comes out with blockchain. Large-scale adoption accelerated by supportive regulatory momentum. You guys see why regulations are important, guys, right, to the space? Over 50% of Fortune 100 companies are executing a strategy based on blockchain technology because it's where the world is heading to. But we called it from years ago, right? Because we are pioneers, guys. We knew. Right now, other people are joining as fast as possible, but obviously, these guys, right, have their hands in everything, right? The large-scale adoption of this technology is underway and accelerating. Crazy, right? All there needs to be is one trigger for everything to go online, right? For everyone to go and be on blockchain itself. And then they talk about the year 2024, how there's a lot of adoption, right, with the spot ETFs and all that sort of stuff, guys. Regulatory frameworks are becoming increasingly better defined globally, supporting substantial addressable market growth for digital assets, right, as well as regulations. But wow, that's crazy, huh? So they made it. Remember, these people are in the know, right? When we're talking about these people, guys, which is a significant statement, right? If they're like, hey, you may want to pay attention to this, it's probably already a done deal. It's agreed upon, right? Now, terms like accelerating and large-scale adoption reflect a major transformation in global finance. More than half of Fortune 100 companies are actively implementing blockchain strategies, signaling that adoption is well underway. Stablecoins have already processed an astonishing $33 trillion in transactions, surpassing Visa's 2024 volume by more than 2.5 times and laying the foundation for large-scale asset tokenization. Right, so these things are happening, guys, but people don't realize it. Right, people don't care. That's why this is like a gold rush, guys. Right, but the thing is, now we have technology, so you should be able to find and probably invest in the layers that will make the future world work. Right, whatever coins that'll be run on. Someone down here stated they must have found a way to rob that system also, guys. They already have, right? Because they probably own a lot of XRP, that is 1000%, right? So it's done, it's game over. And then, hey, do you think we're joking? No, we're not. Ripple is already in talks with these families, right? Powerful families. Who are these people? The Rockefeller, what? Its members include central banks. The project is managed by Moja Loop Foundation, which was launched in early 2020. Its members include central banks, financial services, and technology companies such as Google, Coil, and Ripple in the bunch, right? So that's what you're investing into, guys. That's why. But again, some people may say this is evil, this is this and that. I mean, the thing is, guys, would you want to be on the same ship as they are and at least grab a slice of the pie, or just let it die, or just let it like float away, right? This opportunity, it's your choice. It's your choice at the end of the day. No one is forcing you to invest into XRP or any of these other digital assets. We already know that it's these families that brought upon this type of technology, probably, right? Gave the call and stuff like that to make it mainstream because it's time for the new order. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, right? Shaping international standards and innovations. Central bank digital currencies. You guys already know the game, the done deal, guys. right? Not to mention, today international payment system is broken. They are stating this, not myself, right? The system itself is stating our system is broken. There needs to be a fix. And Ripple could provide its cure. Wow, it's like a poison, right? Because whoever controls the system turned it into a injected it with with poison, guys, basically, right? That's not curable unless who comes into play? Ripple. They literally say Ripple is the antidote. Ripple is the solution. What? I'm done, guys. Hold on a minute. The international payment system lacks transparency and remains antiquated, slow, inconvenient, and costly. Thus, the Federal Reserve, in proposing reforms to the nation's payment system, listed the ability of consumers and businesses to send and receive convenient, cost-effective, and timely cross-border payments. To improve the modern payment system infrastructure, right? Distributed ledger technologies, Ripple provides the solution that the Federal Reserve calls by offering a more efficient and secure way to send money across borders than traditional systems. Ripple should and will become widely adopted, serving as at least one major international payments protocol. Ripple is an open source internet protocol, right? Instead, intends to become part of it, much like an app on an iPhone. Ripple provides the rail on which payments move. Right. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, the funny part is they're not hiding any of this stuff, right? Usually, you would probably be like, oh, this should be secretive information, but it's not. Why? Right? So something does seem a little bit odd, because, well, I guess maybe the truth is coming to light. Maybe that's the answer. I don't know, but this should be like hidden information, right? Occultic, in the dark. But they're just documenting all the things that will happen in the future, which tells me, is it going to be something negative? I don't think so, guys. I have hope it's something positive, this type of technology. Justin, and everyone laughed at me and some of the crazy people in the XRP community saying that XRP can reach 4 digits, if not higher. But when Michael Saylor says Bitcoin market cap will reach $500 trillion, you'll believe him. But not us, huh? Because we're the crazy guys. This is what he actually stated. Let's listen to this, and I'm going to be talking about, will the XRP's price be a fraction of that market cap? Minimum 4 digits.
Dollars of capital are flowing into the network. It's going to go from 2 billion to 20 billion to 200 billion to 2 trillion to 20 trillion to 200 trillion. And when it gets to 200 trillion, it'll chop along at plus 20% to eventually 300, 400, 500 trillion dollars. And where is that capital going to come from? It's going to come from Russian real estate. It's going to come from Chinese private equity. It's going to come from everything in Africa, everything in South America. You have capital flowing from foreign financial and physical assets to Bitcoin. You have capital flowing from 20th century assets to Bitcoin. So the capital is going to flow from the 20th century to the 21st century. It's going to flow from physical to digital. It's going to flow from currency-based derivatives to a digital commodity derivative. So it's already happening. It's unstoppable. It's literally like, for me to say Bitcoin's going to demonetize gold understates it. Yeah, it's going to demonetize gold. Then it's going to demonetize the real estate that's 10x more than gold. Then it's going to demonetize every long-term store of value. So what you have is a situation like the Europeans show up and they give like some Dutch guilders or some pieces of paper or some glass beads or seashells or stone coins to people using a more primitive form of money. And we have the opportunity to, in essence, just grab 10, 20, 25% of the network, let the entire dynamic flow, and it's going to accelerate. And when the dust settles, the American people will own 25, 30% of that capital, which right now is sitting in 20th century.
So he's saying that every money, the world's money will flow into Bitcoin, guys, moving it to that market cap, right, which will land Bitcoin at an unbelievable price point, probably, right? Which I don't know what that price. So okay, so this is how much it will be. That's $23 million per coin. Wow. and people were laughing when we stated XRP can reach $1,000. 589. So market cap calculator. If a token value is $1,000 and the circulating supply is 60 billion, okay, then its market cap will be 60 trillion. A fraction of this number, right? That's at 1,000. 10,000. I mean, you guys see what we're talking about? 5e9, right? So it's definitely possible, guys, because a lot of people care about market cap, right? Crypto is money, not a company. You guys see how Michael Saylor does not care about market cap at all? And this is outlandish for a lot of people, but to me it's not even, right? Because it's cryptocurrencies. It's this new digital technology, guys, right? It's not the TradFi system. That's why people can't comprehend it, because it's something new. We're traversing through uncharted waters, right? Ripple, the company, can have a market cap but not XRP. Exactly, especially if we're talking about utility, right? So XRP's price already set. What global institutions know? The price of XRP has already been determined, right? Has it? No. Let's talk about XRP. When I pointed out in 2022 that XRP is going through the same process of this right here, guys, I'm not going to read it, but I will leave it in the description below so you guys can investigate further. In the case of XRP, the stakeholders aren't just small-time investors. We're talking about central banks, large financial institutions, and global governing bodies, right? And especially families. Ripple's technology is already integrated into the financial systems of central banks around the world, right? That's all. As soon as you're with the banks, it's over, guys. Right here. Done. You won, right? The only winning move is not to play, literally. So has a price been set? Right. The price of XRP for institutional use and financial settlements has been set through private negotiations. In my opinion, I think it has as well, right? Now, I don't know the specific mechanism, but the reason I know why it has, right? It's provable because of liquidity factors. XRP cannot move when it's low. I mean, it can, but it won't be efficient enough to move the world's money. Do you guys see? Because of liquidity, guys, right? The higher the price, the more efficient XRP will be and more useful it will become to them that need it, the banks. So there we go. What price? Nobody knows, but probably very high, not financial price. What is that? So face Masons. See ya.